What's up, everyone? Mark Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition. This has been going around a lot lately, and I do not stay in the social media world, right? I don't check out other videos. Half the time people ask me about someone, I don't know the new crop of YouTubers. I came from a day in YouTube where it was basically myself, Louis Marco, the Hodge twins, Chris Jones came a little later. You know, I'm not from this new age of YouTube. So I don't watch anybody. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, there's Mike Rashid, Chris Jones, Big Rob, my business partners. Rob did it, that is. My business partners, who I follow them because they're my business partners. But honestly, YouTube, social media, not my thing. I don't look at my feed on Instagram. I just get in, post my stuff, get out, answer Q&As on my Instagram story. My Instagram is at Mark Lobliner. I actually got a message from John Bravo, and he did a video on black market steroids. And this guy, I guess, had to get a leg taken off or something. I forgot what the nature of the Instagram message was. I got this while I was on a week-long vacation without internet. It was the 1 second I got internet on Tuesday or Wednesday that I'm like, oh, let me check in. And actually, John actually texted me. That's why I got it. I didn't check my DMs. So anyway, John was talking to me about this, and I think Jerry Ward did a video, and I wanted to address this. And I've addressed it before, and the video is titled something like Dangers of Black Market Steroids. And I've known people who've actually had some very, very, very scary health effects from it. And I wanted to kind of go over why I don't see this as us being haters, but we just want to, you know, get across that there's no such thing as safe black market drugs. You know, and I know this is extreme, but you had people cutting heroin with, what was it, elephant tranquilizer that killed 72 people in one weekend in Cincinnati. Anytime you're dealing with a non-controlled substance, you're dealing with a non-controlled manufacturing process, you're dealing with research chemicals, you're dealing with a guy on the street who's selling a vial. Now with injectables, it gets even more tricky because you're literally bypassing, when you swallow something, it goes through all these different protective mechanisms in your body, including your liver. When you inject something, it's going straight through your skin, through your dermal layer, into your muscle. So any bacteria, any kind of issue will cause a potential, your body fighting back. Like a lot of problems is your body is literally trying to kill this infection. It ends up killing you. Or an infection can be bad enough where it just spreads and you might lose a limb. Now here's some issues with black market steroids and why you should steer clear of them. I understand a lot of you are going to be like, well, you've done them before. I'm not saying I haven't. When I was going for my bodybuilding pro card in 2013, I'm not denying it at all. However, a vast majority, 99.9% of my life, since the age of 27, I've been on prescribed TRT. So I don't deal with black market stuff, but I have done it before and I regret it. I regret it 120%. I am lucky I dodged a bullet, and yeah, I'm just happy I had no issues at all, other than one that could have been contaminated, gave me some site injection issues. But I've never, ever strayed away. That's why when I'm called fake natty or this and that, if I was a fake natty, I wouldn't even admit to that, you know? So here's the deal. A number one issue, and this is not the number one issue, is dosing issues. You know, you see these guys taking grams and grams and grams of testosterone, of DECA, of Tren. The reason they're doing that is because they're not getting full dosing. They're buying something that says 250 milligrams per milliliter, and they're probably getting 90 or 100. They're going to be underdosed. I think even Bill Llewellyn back in the day tested a lot of black market steroids, and they came out extremely underdosed. So not only are you potentially not getting enough of it, but it's potential that you might not get what's in the bottle. Now, this is not an injectable. There were some issues back in the 1990s, early 2000s. Remember, I started my lifting back at Gold's Gym in Venice when I was a teenager, when I was 16 years old. 15, actually. And they had a lot of women buy Anavar for their contest stack. And these women were taking 10, 20, 30 milligrams of Anavar. All of a sudden, they started to develop facial hair like me. I don't have an Adam's apple, they're getting Adam's apples. Their clitoris was growing, very sensitive, growing. That might be a good or bad thing, just kidding. They were getting Anadrol instead of Anavar. Now, Anavar and Anadrol, Anavar was developed for women and children, and basically to prevent muscle wasting in women and children. So Anavar is going to have a much better profile for safety and virilization as opposed to Anadrol, which is probably one of the most hepatotoxic And virilizing steroids, virilizing meaning turns a chick into a dude, effects of any drug. The biggest issue that can happen is contaminants. I had a friend who actually had to have part of his thigh taken out because he injected some dirty gear in his thigh. He had to have his thigh, literally a portion of it removed, because he got something known as cellulitis, which is an infection of your cellulite or your fat. Beyond that, I've seen people lose limbs. I've heard of people getting such bad injection site issues. You have Boston Lloyd, who I consider a friend. I like Boston. We couldn't be more different, except the fact we're both fathers. We couldn't be more different, but Boston, he's a friend. I like him. But he had that injection in his lat or his tricep. He still has nerve damage in his tricep, I believe. He was telling me at dinner that one time. So what do? Well, I mean, this might be an old guy and an alarmist bullshit thing to say, and you guys might hate me for it. Stay natural. I know. Everybody's like, well, you're a hypocrite for saying that. Maybe I am. But I regret my mistakes in the past for going out and going beyond HRT or medically prescribed testosterone or hormone replacement therapy. I regret it. I do, because the risks were there, but I was so focused on my goal, and I'm hoping I can use my mistakes to help you guys not make that mistake. For me, it ended up being okay. I don't know if I took 10 years off my life by doing it. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but my blood works great now. I feel great now, but I gotta say, I should have done it. So stay natural. Nobody's gonna think any less of you. And guess what? If you're doing it for girls, women really don't care. The bigger if you're at that nice like 180 to 200 pound level and you're lean and you're shredded, chicks dig you. If you're 210 plus pounds and you're lean and you're shredded, dudes dig you. I might be joking a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. Look, when I was competing, I got a lot of advances from men, and I found it flattering. I'm not going to lie. Just as flattering as women did it. But, don't think that for 1 second that you jeopardizing your health is going to cause you to get more girls. You'll get noticed more, but honestly, that's not that's not what you want. That's not the attention you want. Another thing is, if you're aging, or if you feel not yourself, or if you feel you're deficient in something, hormone replacement therapy is an option. It definitely is. I have my doctor. He works with everybody across the world, across the country he can prescribe to. He's in Florida, but again, it's 2018. We can pretty much ship anywhere, and it's all done via phone and email. I'll list them down below. It's Hormone Health and Wellness. I work with a guy named Dr. Kurt. Now, for example, this is, I have testosterone, and I have all this stuff I'm prescribed. This is MK677, which is a HGH secretagogue. Now, if you were to buy this from Research Chemical site or on the black market, you don't know what's in it. Being that I get this from a pharmacy located in Palm Harbor, Florida, this is what's in the cap. It's a pharmaceutical compound. I know what's in here. It says 25 milligrams of MK677. It's 25 milligrams of MK677. I don't have to worry about that. If you buy something off the black market, you don't know what you're getting. So I'm not going to go anti-steroid on you. I'm going to go anti-black market on you because I think that you could get hurt. I'm on HRT for a couple reasons. I want to just explain this based on who I am, what I do. And now when I was 27, I was diagnosed with low testosterone by my general practitioner. He wanted to put me on TRT. I took 6 months to decide. I was a militant natural. I believed that steroids were cheating. And even though I worked at Weeder Publications and everything, I believe I never was against steroids. I just thought for me, it was cheating myself. So after 6 months of debating and 6 months of deliberating and talking to my wife, and my wife was finally like, Mark, who cares if you're natural? I just want you to live a longer, healthier, more productive life. That was great. And so from 27 on, I've been on TRT. This is my 11th year on TRT. I didn't start at 21. I didn't start at 18. I didn't start at 24. And remember, I was winning national level bodybuilding shows from the age of 25 to 27 without any TRT as a lightweight. Now, did I go above and beyond that? Am I beyond my natural limit? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm 224 pounds with ab veins. It's not bragging. It's what I am. Did steroids helped get me there? Absolutely, but so did my lifestyle. I haven't missed a day of training. Even when I was on my cruise last week, I didn't miss a day of training in over 25 years now. 25 years, I haven't taken more than 3 days off of training, even after surgery. You know, I'm on HRT because I can live a more productive, healthier, and longer life with what I'm doing. I can have more energy for my kids. I can lift heavy weights. I can look a certain way. And for me, because I am deficient, I can do that. My testosterone isn't super physiological. I keep it around 1,200. A lot of young people, 18 to 20 years old, have 1,200 readings on test. You know, I keep my estrogen in the 20s. With this, it's not HGH, it's an HGH. It makes your body produce more HGH. I'm able to have the benefits of having HGH of a younger male. So basically what I'm doing is I'm saying, I don't want to age. I want to feel really good. And I already have enough wrinkles. You guys tell me I look 50 years old every day. So I figure, why get older? But anyway, for me, it's getting me up to where I should be, getting up to normal levels. But once you go beyond that super physiological level and you risk black market stuff, you're risking your life. And I mean that. So whether you want to hate on this or you want to just take it for what it's worth, that's fine. It's just me. I'm not saying I never did it. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I'm a nun. I'm not saying I'm a priest. I'm saying I'm a dude who's lived and who's lucky to have lived through some of the mistakes I've made. But I'm here to tell you not to make those mistakes. Because if you do make those mistakes, you might not be so lucky. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I have a link down below. We have a great article on Tiger Fitness about this. I'm also going to link my doctor at Hormone Health and Wellness in Palm Beach. I'm Mark Lobliner, and that's not a game.